What's the weirdest way you accidentally got someone else hospitalized? While making breakfast, my roommate burst into the kitchen and said we had to go to her grandmother's house immediately. I was confused, asking if something happened. She said no and told me to bring my makeup kit. My roommate is usually super organized and plans everything weeks in advance, so to see her frantically throwing things in a bag and demanding we leave right now really threw me off. I grabbed my professional makeup kit and got in the car with her. I kept trying to ask her what was wrong, but she just kept saying, "Trust me, you'll see." She was driving like a maniac, running yellow lights and taking corners way too fast. I told her over and over that she needed to slow down before we crashed. She wouldn't listen. When we pulled up to her grandmother's house, there were at least 30 cars in the driveway. My roommate didn't even lock the car, just grabbed my arm and dragged me inside. The living room was full of elderly people, all dressed in black. I immediately thought someone had died, and this was some kind of wake. Then I saw the banner, "Happy 90th birthday, Gladys." My roommate's grandmother was in the center, wearing a sparkly dress and a tiara. My roommate pushed me toward her and said, "Grandma, this is my friend who does special effects makeup. She's going to make you look 30 years younger." The old woman's eyes lit up like Christmas morning. Here's the thing, I don't do special effects. I'm a mortician's apprentice. My professional makeup kit is for making dead people look presentable for funerals. But with everyone staring at me expectantly, I couldn't exactly explain that. So I set up my kit and got to work. I used my heaviest foundation, the kind designed to cover up death pallor. The concealer I used to hide bruising from IVs. The lip stain that's meant to last through an entire viewing. Grandma Gladys sat there beaming while I essentially gave her corpse makeup on her living face. When I finished, everyone gasped. My roommate started crying, saying her grandma looked just like in her wedding photos. People were taking pictures, complimenting my work. Gladys was so happy she insisted on hugging everyone at the party to show off her new look. That's when things went wrong. The makeup I use has formaldehyde-based setting spray to ensure it lasts. It's safe on dead skin, but on living skin, not so much. About an hour into the party, Gladys started scratching. Then her face turned red. Then she started swelling up like a balloon. Someone called 911. The paramedics took one look at her and asked what she'd been exposed to. I had to admit I'd used mortuary cosmetics on her face. The entire birthday party went silent. My roommate's jaw dropped. "Mortuary cosmetics?" she screamed. "I said you do special effects." "I do," I yelled back. "Special effects for dead people." They rushed Gladys to the hospital with severe chemical burns and an allergic reaction. She spent 3 days in the burn unit. The entire family had to be tested for formaldehyde exposure from all the hugging. My roommate got a restraining order against me from her whole family. But here's the kicker. Gladys sent me a thank you card from the hospital, said it was the most exciting birthday she'd ever had, and could I do her makeup for her funeral when the time comes. I said yes. At least then I'll be using the right products.